you go.
Summit Christian Academy freshman Jett Nickell always seems to find a way.
When I catch it, I just kind of hold it like this, and I either let the ball drop down into my hand and throw it, or I can just reach it out from the top and throw it.
Oh, the transfer, I think everyone on our team loves the transfer. The transfer with the one arm is really cool.
He uses his half of it and takes off the glove, and then it's fast. It's so fast.
Even rundowns. I mean, we've done rundowns and try to do rundowns and catch and switch and throw in time to get a guy out. So it's just very impressive that he's not let that handicap just take him out of the joy of the game.
We actually didn't know until the day he was born. So we had a 3D sonogram and all that. We didn't see anything. Looking back, we didn't really see his hand at all. We just kind of thought it was tucked and no big deal. But I didn't hear him crying, so I thought something was wrong. And my husband said he doesn't have his arm. And I'm like, I don't care, that's fine. And then I heard him cry. I was mad and, why me kind of thing. What do we do? Does he need a prosthetic? Does he not need a prosthetic? And will he play sports? Will he go fishing? Because we're very outdoors people, from farm communities. So will he be able to go deer hunting? And one of the doctors said, if I give you a third arm and I told you could do anything, what would you say? And I said, I don't need that, I can do anything. And they said, well, that's how Jett's gonna feel.
All right, Jett, be a hitter. Bend those knees, let's be a hitter. Nice! Yeah. Woo! Go, 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 go! Nice, buddy!
I've always played sports since I was little, 3. As I got more competitive, there was certain stuff that I had to learn how to do differently. I just kind of learned how to adapt, and I don't really even notice it anymore.
Go, Jett!
Soccer was first, as it is for a lot of kids. But Jett always wanted to go further than his feet could carry him.
He said he probably isn't gonna crawl, so don't expect that. And then in true Jett fashion, he crawled. So just kind of how he's always been. Even while growing up, the friends that we had would say, oh, I didn't know he played baseball. How's he play baseball? He just plays baseball. He's figured out his way. Oh, he wrestled? How did he wrestle? And it's like, well, here, watch the video, When he was wrestling, we didn't realize it, but we'd turn around, we had all these people watching, and I'm like, who are these people? And it's like, oh, they want to see this kid who's literally beating people and winning gold medals, and that was kind of cool. At first, it's like, are they only watching because he has one arm? But no, everybody was rooting for him.
So if I'm going this way, and they'll try to swipe at it, I can cut back like that.
Just kind of hit out.
Yeah, or if I'm close to the basket, I can bring it here and go up like that.
Now a 3-sport athlete at Summit Christian, people are still rooting for Jett. He makes it easy.
Man, you can't have a bad day when you got a dude that is making no excuses.
We knew he had to work a little bit harder than other people, but he never complained about it. He never asked for any kind of special treatment.
I was just amazed about what he could do, how he adapted to it. It was just so cool to me.
It was fun to watch when guys pick teams, you pick team captains, kind of do your normal thing. In any sport, Jett was one of the first 2 picked if he wasn't the first one. And so I think that tells you something about what their peers think of him. And so pretty quickly I was like, man, Jett's being picked right away. There must be something there. We kind of joke around you can make excuses or you can make plays, and he's one of those guys I think he just finds ways to make plays.
When I was younger, I used to have people my parents help me tie it, but I don't really need that anymore. And then, sometimes they offer, but I don't really need it.
Jett doesn't need help with much anymore. Instead, he's more likely to be the one helping others.
I think in life sometimes we can do way more than we think, we just don't give ourselves an opportunity, and I think Jett shows that. You can just adapt, right? Like, you just find a way, you know, you find a way. It doesn't matter how hard something is, you find a way.
You know, he just thinks he's just a normal kid, and he is. But, you know, I said, you know, God gave you this to impact people.
Well, I think it could have a great impact on the other players, just seeing that, you know, the things that he goes through, and here they're worried about, you know, popping up or striking out or doing something like that, when, you know, he's going through even more, trying to overcome that, but he doesn't let that affect his mentality.
When you overcome something that is, you know, to that extreme, like, I just think you just build grit, you know, and I think that's one of the things for our young athletes and our young students. That's what we're trying to build, you know what I mean? Like, so it doesn't matter if it's on the court or if it's in the classroom, just that, like, hey man, things are tough, but you just got to stick it out and find a way to get things done. Like, Jett lives that every day.